Imagine one morning you wake up and the Earth has decided to do the cosmic equivalent of putting its car in reverse. That's right, the planet is now spinning backwards. At first, most people would assume their clocks were broken, or maybe it was just daylight savings time again. But soon you would notice the sun rising in the west and setting in the east, and suddenly every geography teacher in the world would need therapy. They would have to rewrite entire chapters that for centuries confidently declared the sun rises in the east. Meanwhile, everyone who is already terrible with directions would finally have a valid excuse. I wasn't lost, officer. It's the planet's fault. Air travel would turn into a comedy act. Pilots would come over the intercom and say, "Welcome aboard. Our flight from New York to London will take -3 hours. Please don't ask for refunds." Time zones would collapse into chaos. You'd call your friend overseas to check in, and they'd respond, "I think it's yesterday here, or maybe tomorrow. Honestly, I gave up keeping track." Ocean currents would flip as well, which means Europe could freeze while the Sahara might become a ski resort. Imagine the brochures. Visit sunny Sahara, now with snowboarding included. Migrating animals would be completely baffled. Birds heading south might end up in Iceland, penguins would waddle into the tropics, and whales would randomly appear in Venice canals. Weather forecasts would become useless. Meteorologists would just shrug on live TV and say, "Look out the window, good luck." Humanity, of course, would do what it always does: argue about who is to blame. Politicians would yell, "This backward spin is clearly the other party's fault." Conspiracy theorists would claim Earth never reversed at all. It was just a hoax by Big Compass. Tech companies would release overpriced apps to guide you. Introducing SpinSync, the only app that tells you where East is today, only $29.99 a month. Some people would celebrate. Flat Earthers would declare victory, saying, "We told you the world doesn't spin right." Night owls would finally be in sync with the new sunrise schedule. Movie producers would scramble to update scripts. In a world where Earth spins backwards, one man must... Actually, never mind. He overslept because the sun came up on the wrong side of the window. Daily life would get ridiculous. Imagine driving when Google Maps suddenly decides left is right and right is left. Half the workforce would never arrive at the office. Gyms would sell reverse yoga classes claiming the new rotation helps cleanse your aura. Meanwhile, philosophers would sit in cafes wondering, if Earth spins backwards, are we technically getting younger? But humans are adaptable. After a brief global panic, people would just complain on social media, invent new memes, and keep going. Because if we can survive bad reality shows, we can probably survive a planet that decided to do the moonwalk. In the end, the backward spin wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just be one more thing for us to laugh at while we're late to work, because East is West and yesterday is tomorrow.